Now, but in today's video, we're going to talk about the worst game that I've ever played in my entire life, and I mean it. And it's about this game, Flight Catastrophe. We saw a trailer for that almost 5 years ago in July of 2020. Over 100,000 people saw this, and it was quite an interesting trailer indeed. We see a Boeing 747 right here, which has trouble. We can see in the engines, all is fine there. We can see into the cabin. Wait, did you guys just see the fire? Oh no! Fire! Then we now have to locate the fire and extinguish this fire, fight against the situation. This is the kind of stuff that was promised to us almost 5 years ago indeed. We've leveled up now. We have other planes here on the radar which are having issues, and we have to help out sort of as like a god that looks through the airplane and manages the situation. Oh no! Engine problems. We can fix that here, okay? Restart it. We're kind of fixing the problems for the pilots here from the ground in some weird way. Look, we've got some other issue. What's the issue now? Oh, a gun! Oh no! Terrorist! Aggression! Oh, Jesus. Mayday, mayday, mayday. Fire on board. Not bad. And oh, we can see now what we have done, what we could have done to avoid the situation. So yes, sort of like a emergency managing game. Now, almost 5 years after its announcement, we finally now see Flight Catastrophe released on Steam. Flight Catastrophe gives you the unique opportunity to become a crisis management specialist aboard passenger plane. You're the only one who can handle the dangerous situations occurring during the flight. Command the crew, identify the threats, and make difficult choices. Many lives on your line. Yes, released 2nd of April 2025. And well, I would have understood this game a bit better if they released it a day earlier because it's so extremely bad. Reviews, negative. And it's not only negative, 0% of all user reviews are positive. This seems like the worst game ever. This has got the worst ratings I've ever seen. There's not even like a there, you know? It's only negative. The game should be called Game Catastrophe. Alright, how bad is it? Let's go ahead. I've already bought this game now for €7.01. At least it's cheap. And I'm going to make sure to play it not over 90 minutes because I will return it here on Steam, to be honest. Let's go ahead and press play now. Yes, after downloading 1.5 gigabytes, you get this. Okay, Flight Catastrophe. Doesn't really sound like a flight catastrophe. I was like expecting like battle music. We got this country-ass music here. I don't like that. Let's go ahead and get rid of that music, please. Thank you very much. Now let's start a new game. Okay, all is fine. And we start off in like the tutorial mission where we find out that this game is weirdly incoherent because we're not, dealing with in-flight emergencies at first. We're first building our own airport. Your airport is not yet operational. You need to prepare it first. Go to the airport, bottom right corner. Okay, here we have got a very broken and incomplete airport indeed with a hangar, for example, right here that we have to fix. So we have to upgrade that for $150,000. At least we have some funds in our bank account. We can now enter our hangar where we have an airplane, a Martinez. It is one of the most reliable jets on the market. What the hell are you talking about? That is not a jet. That is a piston engine airplane. And for some reason, the door doesn't have a window. What in the DC-6 is this? Let's later on buy some new airplanes though. Maybe the 747. Now, something we don't have at all is a control tower. That is just inexistent. We have to construct a new one for a small price of $100,000. I feel like just the tech in the tower would be more expensive than that. Anyway, let's go into our managing office right here of our own airport for some reason. Alright, it's time to schedule the flights. Yes, indeed. This game is not only an airport owner simulator, it's also an airline owner simulator. Don't know how that works. Anyway, let's take a look at a map right here and create a new flight from our place, which is in Chicago, to, how about New York? Yeah, there we go. Set that up. We can select our airplane, the Martinez, the jet airplane indeed. We have to select our crew, Frida, George, and Jeff. Don't know why all of them have last names except of George. Interesting. And let's go ahead and sign this and have our new route. Look at this, Route 72. No airline would ever name that. Anyway. Oh no, Route 72 has an issue as we can see on this TV. It's a very fast-moving airplane to New York anyway. Let's take a look, inspect the flight, and this is where it's gonna get interesting now. The pilot reported a problem with the right engine. We can see that right there. Look at that fire. Now, let's take a look at what we have to actually do in this game, because it's actually not a lot. And what I mean by that is, all we do basically is assign a crew or anything to check out stuff. I've just assigned a pilot here to check out the engine, but we have a checklist. And here in this checklist, we compare this right engine to the left engine. All the other parameters on the left engine are normal. Problem diagnosed, engine failure. That makes sense. Activate procedure. Okay, so engine fire, we now have to assign the pilots to do procedure things like enhance engine power. Okay, let's do that. We zoom out and find out we have other issues as well. For example, with the left wing. So let's go ahead and have a pilot check that problem out. Okay, let's assign a pilot to do the engine monitoring. Perfect. Let's assign another pilot right here to the tail. Okay, engine failure. Let's take a look. I want you to have a look. Start APU. Enhance the power of operational engines. That's not what an APU does, nor does this plane have an APU probably, but this is what it looks like. We can check out the bleed air temperature. Too hot. This is absolutely stupid. All right, still there's an issue in the left wing. I want a pilot to go over there and fix it, you see it, you idiot. Enhance the power of operational engines. Couldn't you do that all on your own, to be honest, though? The completed procedure was not correct. Okay, let's do an emergency landing now. I guess that's better. Okay, this is a challenge, this game. Try to play it for half an hour without falling asleep. Okay, fuel leak. That might be it, but why would it be on fire then? Disengage auto throttle. Helps to control the engine. Okay, start APU. Okay, as if that doesn't need more fuel. Procedure completed successfully. Problem has been correctly diagnosed and corrected. End. Tutorial. We have now, for some reason, made $40,000 off of like 4 passengers. Although in real life, we wouldn't really gain money from having issues on our airline. That's just absolutely dumb. And now it's nighttime. Let's take a look at our hangar again. I would quite like to buy a new aircraft. For example, the Douglas DC-9. Why can't I fly? Currently not available. Let me buy this very poorly modeled DC-9. Can't do it. Let's create a new flight. How about New York again? Okay, there's only New York. Trouble is, we don't have enough crew because we need more sets of crew. By the way, have you guys realized that there is no sound in this game whatsoever? We've got no sound design. Okay, let's take a look. We've got applicants. Let's take a look. Bonnie Moore, Joanne Jones. This is just AI generated. They all look the same as well. Why can't you just make more pictures? All right, let's check out the cheapest flight attendant here. $15 higher. Let's do Jeff McMuffin. Yep. Pilots that make $30 an hour is pretty crazy. Oh my god. All right, there we go. We've got quite a few people hired now. But it seems like there's an issue here once again with this route. Don't care. All right, now Route 51 has an issue. All right, there's a flight that has an issue yet again. I guess let's have a look at it. What's the problem, sir? There isn't a problem, you idiot. What is this stupid game all about? There's no... Look at the NPCs right here. Absolutely stupid. You know what I'm going to do now? I'm going to take out a loan. Take a loan. Very good. Now I can buy a new aircraft. Let's do it. Buy. Yes. I've got like 5 of these stupid planes now. This game is so unfinished. We can't even like upgrade the terminal or anything. It looks like really old building. Neither can we buy the Douglas DC-9. Let's maybe take a look at Route 17. What could be the issue? There is no issue. This is absolutely broken. And you have gone inside of the poor woman right there. Hasn't really worked. Why is she loading the passengers like a battery? What is this? At least we've got a long runway, which doesn't have a number on it. I don't know if with small airplanes, maybe upgrade it so we can get the big one. Oh look, we've just upgraded it, which has added lights. Distribute paper bags. Secure passenger seats during turbulent. She's standing inside of a man here now. Calm passengers. I think that is what you're doing. Honestly, this is probably the most painful game I've ever actually played. This is insane. Like, I mean, there isn't even paper bags anywhere. She's doing nothing. Or he, they, them. And even if I fail, which we just did, it's not gonna cause trouble. The airplanes are not crashable or anything. This is the worst thing I've played ever. Like, what is the point of this? I don't want to be an airport manager. I want to save planes from crashing. This is the boringest plane. All right, I'll just return this now. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. As always, good night.